probably seems like it would be difficult to survive plunging 60 feet off a bridge into the water, but survival experts say people can and do walk away from such disasters. Rule number one, they say, wear your seatbelt. So what else can you do if you're trapped in a car underwater, whether it's because of an accident on the road or perhaps due to some flash flooding? Joining us from Tampa is Brian Brawdy. He is a survival expert from the New York City Police Department. And you know, Brian, at the risk of knowing that once I fall 60 feet into the water in my car with my seatbelt on, I'm probably not going to remember what you said on Studio B, still it's worth hearing. What should we know?
It is, Shepard, and I would say that's why it's so important, like you said, to start the piece, to wear your seatbelt, because people, one of their major concerns is, well, how am I going to get out of my seatbelt when I hit the water? If you don't have your seatbelt on, that 60-foot fall, you're going to have some other things to worry about other than whether you're going to be able to swim to the surface.
Now, if your windows are up and you're suddenly in the water, do you roll them down and then try to get the door open, or what do you do?
Great question, Shepard. You want to wait, as counterintuitive as this sounds, you want to wait a little bit and let some of the water, again, we know it sounds strange, but let some of the water into the vehicle so that it kind of balances out the pressure from the water outside rushing in. You then want to go ahead and remember, throughout this entire process, you want to continue to breathe. I know that doesn't sound like a breaking news kind of survival tip, but we know that when you panic, you perish. So you want to keep your mind, your wits about you, you want to breathe, and then kind of just scan your horizon, and then you take action.
Wow, that's a lot to remember if you just plunge 60 feet off a bridge, isn't it?
It is. Well, that's why you can practice in advance, Shepard. You think to yourself, instead of going, this would never happen to me, you kind of visualize in advance, before you're in that emergency situation, what would I do? How would I respond? We know we're going to hit the water. We take a deep breath. At that point, we check to see, are the doors unlocked? What conditions are the windows are in? I brought a couple of things to show you that are things that I have in my vehicle, Shepard. We hear a lot about the punch. This nice little tool here I picked up at Pep Boys. You go ahead, it has a blade inside should you need to cut at the seatbelt, but it also has the little tips here that allow you to break out the window once, once the water starts to equalize, you break out the window. I throw it in with an adventure medical kit, just so once you get to the surface, if you've sustained any contusions or cuts and the like, you've got a first aid kit, kind of like a little survival kit. You have the tool to break out the window, and then really, if we just remember to practice with the gear, leave it maybe in the glove box or in the little compartment alongside the door in the center console. Practice in advance what you're going to do when that emergency situation hits, and chances are you're going to improve your ability to survive tremendously.
Brian Brawdy, great information. Thanks very much.